you want to try your luck at an e-commerce business, huh? We can't blame you. There are some people that have really killed it with e-com and are still making money to this day. It's no wonder why you'd want to see if you can get a little slice of the action. But just because you start an e-commerce business doesn't mean that it's all Lambos and mansions after that. In fact, running an e-commerce business is a lot tougher than most people realize, and we're sure there's a little doubt in your mind about it too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Unfortunately, there's a lot more to e-commerce than meets the eye. In today's video, we're going to cover our top 5 reasons why e-commerce businesses fail. If you want to know our top recommendation for making money online, stick around into the end of the video. If you want to know our number 1 recommendation for online business, please visit the link in the description below. Number 1, poor marketing. Look, you could have a killer product. You could even have the best price online. But unless anybody sees it, you're not going to get any sales and eventually you'll shut down. This is where many different people fail. Unless you know how to do SEO all by yourself or have time to learn it all while also running your business, you're not going to get anywhere. You can see how that's a big issue, right? I mean, when was the last time you purchased something from a site that was on page 3 or 4 of Google? Exactly. Now you might be saying SEO is for the long game. I can run PPC in the meantime. Although that's true, PPC is a lot harder to run than you'd imagine. The prices are constantly changing, and if you're not careful, you can quickly wind up in the red for targeting the wrong types of keywords. There's a huge difference between buyer-intensive keywords and window shopping keywords. And if that wasn't bad enough, it is now pretty common for shady competition to go in and waste all your clicks and blow your budget. So let's recap. For most people who start e-commerce stores, don't have the time for SEO and need to use PPC in the short term. PPC is a lot tougher and gets quite expensive quite quick. And competition will waste your hard-earned advertising money. It's probably not the brightest outlook you had at first, huh? Number 2, too much competition. Yep, there is just so much competition in e-commerce it isn't even funny. Have you heard that one platform called Shopify? Of course you have. It has over 500,000 active stores hosted on it now. We could make you feel even more gut-wrenched and talk about how many other e-commerce stores there are that aren't on Shopify. But we have a feeling you get the point. Let's just do some quick math. We've already established that there are only 10 spots on the first page of Google, and that nobody really buys stuff that isn't on page 1. The point is that because the barrier of entry is so low, that means a lot of people can get started. When you see all those others involved right at the same point you are, it gets discouraging. And a lot of people quit because of how hard it is to break the proverbial glass ceiling. And that leads us to our next point, and why most people can't ever break through the e-commerce glass ceiling. Number 3, not enough capital. Yup, this is quite possibly the biggest reason why e-commerce businesses fail. E-commerce businesses require a huge upfront cost. In most cases, we're talking at least $10,000, and that's just for inventory, not including marketing or shipping. Beyond that, most courses that teach you will also cost a couple $1,000s themselves. To be frank, not a lot of people will be able to front all that dough. We're sorry if you weren't expecting all those upfront costs, but that's the reality. Gone are the days of starting a profitable e-com business with $500. But we don't blame you for thinking that you could start an e-com business for super cheap. Nope, instead we blame all those flaunty YouTube ads and YouTube videos that mislead you into thinking you can start an e-com business without a hefty investment. You can find them if you look hard enough, but very few e-commerce YouTubers will confront this startup capital issue. They all kind of just gloss over it, and for good reason. If a lot of people understood just how much money you'd have to front to get started in e-com, people likely wouldn't even join the courses they're probably selling. Sad but true. Number 4, too early. E-commerce requires a lot of research. You want to make sure that you pick the right products to buy and start selling. Unfortunately, sometimes you can have the right product, but sell it at the wrong time. When this happens, the sales won't be coming through and you'll have lots of inventory left over that you'll have to either keep or sell at a loss. Most oftentimes, people sell at a loss so they can just move on. At least that's what the big retailers do. If you're just getting started, a mistake like this could be what cripples your whole operation. And that's the reality for most people. They take everything they have and throw it all into one product. But when it doesn't hit, they sell for a loss and exit the business altogether. Number 5, poor customer service. The last big reason e-commerce businesses fail is because of poor customer service. When you're a one-man show and you're trying to ship and acquire products all over the world, it can get busy pretty quick. Because you're not personally delivering these products to your customers' doors, there are a lot of issues that can arise in that process. Unfortunately, smaller, brand new e-commerce businesses are notorious for poor customer service when these issues occur. This usually occurs because it can be difficult to get in touch with foreign suppliers, especially during COVID-19, and that hurts with communication to the end customer. As you can imagine, a customer will only give a seller so much time before they ask for a refund and leave a bad review. And reviews are everything. The first couple people might buy when there's no reviews, and that's fine. But when real reviews start rolling in, and if they're not positive, then you'll not be making any sales. And that's just the reality of the situation. So those are our top 5 reasons why e-commerce businesses fail. Again, we didn't want to rain on your parade, but we also didn't want you to be misinformed and dig yourself into a hole. And we didn't even mention about just how bad the shipping issues can get during the pandemic. But we'll save that one for another time. So what is our top recommendation for making money online in 2021? Our review team has come across a program in the real estate industry that is next level. Although it's not real estate in the traditional sense, it's all digital real estate. For more information on our number 1 recommendation for online business, please visit the link in the description below and make sure to like and subscribe to this page to keep up with all the newest scam alerts and course reviews.